The world can feel dark sometimes, full of negativity, cruelty, and unfairness. But there's a truth that I know, and that's goodness is stronger than evilness. And when people choose kindness, courage, and compassion, even the smallest light can push back the darkest night. Welcome back to the channel Life with Charlene. Today I want to share how we can actually use goodness to conquer evil, both in the world and in our everyday lives. Evilness feeds on anger and retaliation, but when you respond with kindness, you break the cycle. Now, this doesn't mean being passive. It means being wise. Choosing kindness takes away evil's power to grow. Sharing recipes with your neighbors, helping strangers, holding a door open for someone who's coming behind you in a supermarket, sharing a meal. These are all acts of kindness. Goodness is quiet strength. It builds trust, heals wounds, and creates hope. Evil can destroy quickly, but goodness creates things that last. Love, honesty, compassion, these outlive the moment and ripple through generations. That's why it's so difficult sometimes to see someone in need and you question, should you help? Stop questioning, just help. Because if we continue being so afraid to help others, we lose our act of kindness and the goodness that is in us. As we look back in history, it shows that evil leaders, systems, and acts have risen, but they never last. They crumble, and you want to know why? Because people who choose goodness stand up, speak out, and rebuild. From civil rights movements to everyday heroes, history shows us that evil eventually falls under the weight of truth and justice. Evilness often hides behind lies and manipulation. Goodness uses truth as a shield. Be honest, live with integrity, and speak up against injustice. Truth makes evil crumble because it can't survive in the light. Practice forgiveness. One person can start a trail for others to follow. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing a person's wrong. It means freeing yourself from being controlled by it. Forgiving breaks the chain that evil tries to wrap around our hearts. Evil thrives when we stay bitter and resentful. Sometimes we think conquering evil requires huge actions, but it really starts small. A smile, a kind word, speaking to someone that you see and you just wave at them, say hi. And sometimes it triggers people to go, wow, why am I not speaking to strangers? Stand up for someone who can't stand up for themselves. Evilness spreads through fear, but goodness spreads through action. And when enough people choose goodness daily, evil has no chance to win. Every small act of goodness adds up. Smiles, generosity, helping someone in need, these ripple outward. The more we flood the world with goodness, the less room there is for evil to take root. I saw a woman in the gym, and I'm just sharing her story. She was a little overweight, but she came to the gym every day. And one time she said she was leaving the gym and people were mocking her and calling her names. So she said, that didn't deter her, but she went back to the gym every day and she continued. And one day, a guy, she said, with tattoos on and all muscle bound, said to her, hey, and she was like, oh boy, here we go again. She said, but he told her, keep up the good work. You're doing a great job. You are here every day, and that's going to show your improvement as you come in here every day and you go through the workout. That's great. He said, it's so awesome to see you. And so she was like, wow, thank you. And after that, they became friends, and she would actually work out with him. And it was awesome. She said he looked like somebody you should be afraid of because he was really muscle bound, and with the tattoos and all that, he looked menacing. But she said it was so nice to have somebody give her courage and make her just feel better about herself. But that was what I wanted to say about how goodness inspires. When others see you choosing love over hate, peace over violence, honesty over lies, it gives them courage to do the same. One light can spark 100 more, and together they drive away the darkness. We can't control the whole world, of course, but we can control ourselves. And when we choose to be good to others and forgiveness, be able to forgive instead of bitterness, honesty instead of lying, love instead of hate, we're actively defeating evilness in our own corner of the world. And that light encourages others to do the same. When people see that you're an honest, good person, it makes them kind of think, oh, wow, I guess I should change my way of thinking, and stop being so evil. Goodness may not always make the headlines, but it always has the final word. Darkness cannot survive where light shines. So choose to be the light, because together our goodness can and will conquer evilness. Now, if this message inspired you, hit that like button. Subscribe for more uplifting content, and share this video with someone who needs encouragement. And in the comments, tell me, what's one act of kindness you've seen recently that gave you hope?